What's up guys, just Ingame here, bringing you another video of is it broken or not, is it balanced or not. That kind of video that I made for HATTRlCK some weeks ago when he was released. And well, I saw that a lot of you guys liked it. I saw that a lot of you guys really liked the video. That gave me a really nice feedback. So I'm gonna do that with Maeve, and I think that I'm going to do the same with Lawman and all the other characters or champions that will be coming up into the game. So how are we gonna just like decide if Maeve is broken or not? How are we gonna decide that and judge that? Well, we will see what's good on her, what's bad on her, and then try to make those both things, the good things and the bad things, come together to know if that character, if that well, new champion is balanced or not balanced, or he has too much pros and not many cons, you know. So let's just start the video. You'll notice how am I going to organize this, okay? So I hope you enjoy. Now, Maeve is this new champion that came out not too much ago, about a week ago, and she's amazing. I love her. She has a great mobility, some nice survivability, a new mechanic, which is the melee attack that hasn't been seen on the game actually, and it's really cool to see new things in the game. I love it. I just love it. You know the faith that I have for Paladins. But well, let's talk about the good things about her. Remember, good news are the first ones to mention, and well, let's talk about that. The good things about Maeve is, first, her damage. She has an amazing damage output. She has a lot of damage with her basic attacks and also her other like secondary attack at the mouse. We do know that she doesn't have any other damaging abilities, but she does have an indirect damage ability that helps out to increase that damage output, which is her Q, 9 lives. And well, you know, it basically restores or cancels the cooldown from Prowl and oh fuck, what was the other name? Pounce? From Prowl and Pounce. She basically removes all these cooldowns from these two abilities, and she's able to use them once again. So you can do some pretty nice combos by basic attack, pounce, then Q, pounce again, and basic attack. It will deal a shit ton of damage. So that's basically it. You have a lot of damage and a lot of cooldown reduction that will help you to have that constant damage output. Also, you have survivability, and survivability goes hand to hand with mobility. First of all, she has a fucking shit ton of mobility. She has a really huge dash forward. She has really high jumps. She has really top speed with her Prowl, if I'm not wrong, with her mobility skill, and it's really amazing how far you can get in 1 second with this ability. So that's the cool thing. You have survivability because you also have a heal, and there are some cards from Maeve who, well, that give her this little damage, well, this life rip or this little heal when she actually manages to bounce on a target with her melee attack. She steals a little bit of health, or well, heals a little bit. But yeah, basically she has a lot of mobility that will help her will help her to stay alive, and also will help her to attack and, you know, do all these maneuvers. And also she has the recovery that I'm talking to you about with 9 lives, and also her cards. And there are actually a lot of cards that give her health back by using the abilities, you know. Pounce has a card that will give her a little chunk of health when she actually manages to hit someone. Also Prowl, when you activate it, you will heal like 75 per second or 75 for the whole duration of Prowl, something like that. But it's really cool how much sustain she has to be an actual kind of like flank, you know. This is the first time that I have seen, well, the first time like taking back away that I have seen an actual champion who has a lot of sustain, and it's a flank. And last but not least, a little thing that helps you a lot when you know how to coordinate with your teammates and you don't have an enemy Cassie on the fucking other team. which is her ult. Her ult is really helpful when you know when to use it, when you know how to use it. It's real cool. It will help you a lot to blind your enemies and try to snipe them with your knives, or make a Kinessa or a Bomb King or Pip. Try to snipe and kill all your enemies when you activate your ult. It's a big utility ability which has a great impact when you know how to use it. So that's basically the good news about Maeve. She has nice damage, nice mobility, nice survivability, sustain, and also really great well, not that much. Well, actually in my opinion it is, but some people will say that it's not utility, right? Now let's go with the bad news. Bad news is, well, she's a flank, and first of all, she's a really big ass fucking glass cannon. She is a really big glass cannon, and also the fact that she has an actual ability that's all in, like her melee attack, kinda gives her this disadvantage that everyone is an actual ranged champion, right? And being in front of your enemy will give him some nice damage output if he manages to aim at you. So that's the thing that it's not that great about her. When you use your damaging ability, the melee attack, you will be in a not that of a great situation, and sometimes if you don't know how to use it, or you don't know how to disengage. So yeah, I'm talking about knowing. It's really hard to actually manage to use her properly. It's really hard. Another thing that it's really hard on her is actually to land your basic attacks. This kind of not straight line and curve, like fall off from your projectiles, it's hard to get used to, and it's hard to actually aim at long ranges and sometimes at short ranges with her. So, well, since first of all her projectiles, her knives are kind of small, and also they don't travel in a straight line, they have a drop, right? So that's the kind of hard thing about her. And also you have to know how to use them. It's really hard to actually manage to use it. I don't know if you can see my gameplay really detailedly, I don't know, but if you look closely, I have a lot of trouble actually hitting those basic attacks, and you need to have some nice aim with her, since you just have two basic like damaging abilities, your pounds and your basic attacks, and if you miss your pounds, or if you don't have the range of your pounds really clear, you'll just end up at the front of a Kinessa and she will just headshot you. Yeah, you get where I'm going. It's really hard to actually know how to use her, and also she has combos. Right, you remember what I was saying, that you can basic attack, pounds, Q, then basic attack, pounds, or pounds basic attack? That's the kind of thing that I'm talking about. You have to know when to use your abilities and when to coordinate so your cooldowns don't fuck you up. And yeah, a lot of times if you fuck up, you will just be a sitting duck in middle of the point, and you're really easy to kill. Another thing that it's kinda not really good for her is the fact that she is really easy to detect. I mean, Prowl will leave this purple thingy about like magic trail when you activate it, so your enemies can track you kinda easily. They kinda know really easily where you are, and they kinda know really easily where are you gonna be. So that's the kind of thing that you will be tracked really easily, not like Sky, you know, that she has her invisibility, and if you know how to, well, path yourself really well, you won't be detected, only when your invisibility pops off. But it's really hard to be, well, for you to not be noticed when you're trying to flank with Maeve. They will know that you're flanking, but you will be at their base when they just notice, since she is really fast, but they will know, and that's not really good that they know that they are being flanked. And to summarize it all up, we have nice damage, nice mobility, nice survivability, right? That's about it. But we have not really great beginner friendly mechanics, really easy to detect moves, your Prowl, remember the purple magic trail, and also we are a really fragile glass cannon. And we're a societal glass cannon, since we have to pounce to actually get some nice damage in an enemy. So that's 3 goods that can counter 3 3 bats that can counter 3 goods. So I think, in my opinion, that Maeve is balanced. I mean, she has a lot of damage, she has a lot of potential, but in the not right hands, she's a piece of shit, and it's really hard to actually manage to use her. Now, let's say that someone is actually a pro and is able to use her just really greatly, but a lot of times you just have to, well, rely kinda a lot in your teammates since you're that fragile, and having a little miscalculation in your pounds will fuck you, and I'm really serious, it will fuck you. You will be a sitting duck. So that's the kind of thing. I mean, it has to be with in the right hands. Like every single champion, it can be really great, but in my opinion, she isn't that of a broken champion. I mean, Kinessa can kill her pretty kinda easily, also Victor, Tyra, and even Torvald can fuck her up. So yeah, I mean, she is balanced in my opinion. But I will leave the rest to you guys. I hope you liked the video, I hope you like my opinion. If you think something different, you can leave it down below, and well, comment me, why is she OP, why isn't she OP? That's about it. This is HATTRlCK, and I hope you enjoyed the video. I will be coming up with a guide and also a challenge that I made, and a little funny thing that happened in those 2 videos. But yeah, that's about it. This is HATTRlCK, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to like and subscribe, and have a great time.